Hi. Oh, I don't have captions today because my captioner died. GG. How are you? December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Dependent Lobby number 2. Right. It's been a while, so got a bit. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. Isn't that his dad? It's like, okay. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. They're actually just here to book so you don't get spoiled. So don't get spoiled. Love you. Fair enough. See you. Love you. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. As ruthless as me times 20. The number keeps going up. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, the god among prosecutors. Guess that's something like me I was too. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, buddy. Speaking of, yeah. Maya? Uh-huh. Could really be using me as help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried, I really tried, but I just couldn't reach. Couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. Hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Court is now in session for the trial with Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Cool. Seriously think I would stand here were I not completely prepared. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. Wow, he is dressed. decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call the first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh, he's just like clutching to his coats. Not as confident as he sounds. Kind of nervous this quarter going on. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe is nervous. Yeah, please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. On boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edges of the lake. This is like we heard from where I was thinking. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. They went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to court record. Fire to the court about the arrest. Now. Oh wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. Well, slam down your gavel and say the word guilty that is rolled. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh, that is... Sounds like some kind of vampire. The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Ugh. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I have summoned a woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, Lotta Hart. What happened next, detective? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Did he slap him? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Oh, this is where Edgeworth got it from. It's so mean. Can't do that. An abuse of power. So much to look forward to these days. No time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? When he blinks, it feels like his eye goes blank for a minute. It's like a glass. Feels like a glass eye. Probably just an art thing, like an art style thing, but every time he blinks. Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. You have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your music. Deep, trusting poppycock. Never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. He's actively cringing. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bones, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. How did it strike the heart with the touch? Ribs, that's your whole job. You have one job. We had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Forgot this one. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? Pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. I accepted it into evidence. Why wasn't it from the start? Is Edgeworth even right-handed? Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. Ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Are you really gonna be like, wow, this child doesn't know what this is, instead of like, why is there a child in the courtroom? Well, she's a teenager, but she looks so small. We call her a child. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Nobody asked you. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. Barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. Examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. Quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This digital which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order, order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess. College getting to you, buddy. Which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, just bang on your flimsy gavel and get it on with it, man. Yes. Ahem, this court will take a 10-minute recess. Running this court anyway. Hi, Masa. Like that he decides when the recess happens. Oh, he's just been doing the judge's job also. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Fingerprints were on the murder weapon. That foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But, must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. It was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Hey, for once we have like the person we're defending is actually telling us what happened. Ever happened. I grabbed probably the most unhealthy snack I could. It was overpriced too, but I have to eat it now. It was 3 times more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. Huh, how am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? Whoa, what? This is Akogoro saying nothing to the police without a lawyer present when he was a suspect. Real, yeah. That was such a cool detail. Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Okay, we can figure it out on our own. I know. What would she know? She wouldn't know more than you. No good for anything, am I, Nick? Why are you saying that? I can call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? This is so mean. I'm not calling her this. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Hold my hand. The prosecutor is scary. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? I need her here. This is my emotional support medium. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Is this supposed to make her feel better? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. Bad for my heart. Wow, your accused actually wants you to win at this time also. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Mrs. Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Von Karma, you gotta ask her name. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I recall. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. You happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. We all know what the plot twist of this one's gonna be, right? Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Almost. It's coming. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. It's almost time for this famous line. Order, I will have order. Well, Judge, I should have been playing this for Christmas. Evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Hey. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination? Have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. Do not underestimate my ability to bullshit my way through a case. You lose. Or, you claim you have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. Then I will have you held in contempt of court. Is that how that works? I think you're making this up. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? You really think there was a contradiction in the facts in her testimony? There was? I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. This. Very well. I pray for your sake. This isn't a waste of time. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, it was Christmas Day. Okay, I had the same thought, thank you. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. No, you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Whoa. That line was shorter, so I kept clicking. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. This is hard. Could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness' motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Bro. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. You said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. That leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Predictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. And the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. It's hard, you... Right. The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth nothing. But Your Honor, keep your promise, right? I'm afraid I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick. Laura's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But I can't say anything. What can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it. Who was that? It was me. Hiya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. You tell her. Unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. Highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? Who would win? Old man with a track record of 40 years of winning persecutions, or a teenager? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it, I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge? Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. Sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. That right, Mr. Phoenix, right? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Mrs. Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, order, order. Order, order, order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Mrs. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My affair. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick. I did what I could. Have to do the rest. Good luck. Yeah. Thank you for your sacrifice. Hey, I care not for this melodrama. Then well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. She's pouting. Died clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Well, what about the other man? Cannot expect to be allowed to politely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. What? Damn. That's it? I don't know, man. I can't tell who's on that. Got you. Got you, Mrs. Hart, finally. What? What you got what? Look at this photograph. Photo I took? Very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fuck, Mrs. Hart? So, first penalty for pressing it. It is, yeah, I didn't expect that. This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Well, she said it, so. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Mrs. Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant that I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out of the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. Use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Please don't penalize me for pressing this time. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types who never find a gal where I'm from. Hence the 20s have trouble with that as it is. Bro, nobody loves me. Okay, I can press. Phew. Your camera. Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here, Mrs. Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. Camera has nothing to do with this at all. Okay, but she kinda implied the camera was not set up. It's just a statement. He's not letting her answer any of my question. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. It took a picture. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, the camera is really relevant to this case. If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, you wish to press further about the camera. Yeah, whatever. Take points, I don't care. This is make it or break it time. Camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. It is decisive evidence. Yeah. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Mrs. Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. This heart? What made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fuck gets stick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight hard. I went all the way there, though. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Damn. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. We're saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. Ugh. No unnecessary comments, please. There was a heavy fog. How would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Then binoculars can see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. Yeah, I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karma objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. What? I feel like this was like over here. They changed the map, am I misremembering? You could enter here and then go left or right. Well. Very low meteor shower, right? Wait. If it's for meteor showers, what does the noise have anything to do? As far as I know, meteor showers don't make noise. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointing directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upward to take photo of the stars, Mrs. Hart. Oof. Yeah. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Honor, take a look at this. What was Mrs. Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Why is she lying about this anyway? This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, newspaper article? Gordy. It looks like a hand. The sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Mrs. Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down on the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Do I have proof? I guess I do, but I just can't. Camera maybe? I have it. Proof. Ah, intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster? I haven't addressed the sound thing, so... The proof, Mrs. Hart, is your own camera. Camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? There we go. That's this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. Here, this article's about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, order. Also, she didn't even know there was a photo on our camera until we, like, met her. And now suddenly she saw the whole thing, like, okay. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Mrs. Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are you all lawyers that smart? So smart boy, I was down there to trying to photograph Gordy, you got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. But you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove it's nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monster exists. Hey. But, as she so succinctly said, so what? Changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. She said the meteor showered to us too, so like, why is she lying about this anyway? Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. When I saw a flash near one of the men's hand, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. When Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. I'm just really good at bluffing. Ah, that would be a first. If that's the case, why are you clenching on your clothes? Like you're about to lose. Haha, very funny. You understand that it is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright? There is no problem with the testimony this time. We will let the witness leave. Hi, how are you doing? I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Welcome home. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a matter of anything. Investigative photographer. Yep. Get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduations last year. Now guess what? What? It was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. Knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Taking some muscle relaxers. Oof, I hope that helps. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. Oh yeah. I'm pressing. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. Not sure that appearing on local news as Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Right? This one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving on, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep. Ordered from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. No. If there was 2 shots, there was 2 photos. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbox trying to steal my scoop. Ah. That's the only reason you were hiding the truth. Well, actually... Alright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Van Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. Kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Was there nothing on the lake with the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, do you think maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass. Nobody was on the shore either. I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Van Karma any other way. There has to be something. Right. Sometimes this game really has me wondering what I'm supposed to do. Woody? It's his heart. Were you really looking at that boat? Oh, I'd switch you. Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. You are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over there and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. He did them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Huh. Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake for a bit. Yeah, you said so earlier. I mean, Gordy might have been out there and all. This is hard. Are you saying you were not watching that boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. She's doing like pensive emoji. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got a photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Yes, that's enough. Had a long day, shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What's she going to say? She took the photo and what? Didn't she talk about like upgrading it or like enhance? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it, but she really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. That it'll drop the quality a mite, but you should let us see who's computer enhance. Yeah. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. My chance. I'm wrong though. You'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Oh, make her show it. This is hard. Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Oh boy, we got his ass. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? This is hard. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. He really is going like, nah. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Still can't see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. What level of quality is her like camera from 2000? But they're a lefty. Right, this is always important in Detective Conan. Yeah, and it was Edgeworth's right hand fingerprints. Oh, that's why. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has it has done any of it. That's why I requested she not show it. Suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination of Mrs. Lotta Hart. Not too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. It's bad, real bad. What should I do? Wait, Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. Heard opinions on every piece of evidence, but this enlargement. No point in retracing our steps. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Oh, whoops. As for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. In little use has it done any of us. When you buy from dubious online ads for an anatomical enlargement. Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Right? We'll show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Show the judge what's strange about this photo. Take that! There, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. This evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edward. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Right? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edward who fired the pistol that night. However, it leaves us with a rather large problem. Mr. Edward didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. We have seen there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry! You can't just throw Larry under the bus like this. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order. So, you are saying the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. And indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot. Distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Is there that much space on the boat? Like they were on a little shitty boat. Meter. That's 3 feet. I know what a meter is. I'm not so confident about 3 feet, so this is a really funny correction. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order. Deal, translator note for us Americans. This... I'm not American, you're not American. Who's us here? Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. I mean US. Oh, right, okay. Right. Sorry about that. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. The Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Wow, this is a real word. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceeding for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. He does such a big, nod. Is all. This court is adjourned. Dude, that was a close one. Don't say that to him. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. Okay, he was clearly gonna say thanks and I was like, that sounds too mushy. You are such a tsun. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisition a transcript of Loda's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. First, she didn't see the shooter. The only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Be continued. Well, that could have gone worse. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. The relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. For 2 sounds, the camera that takes a photo when a loud sound is made only took 1 photo, gun was fired 3 times, something literally doesn't add up. Right? I think the gun was fired twice though. I don't think it was fired 3 times. Oh, fired 3 times. Wow, okay. Wow, yeah. Definitely something's wrong. I mean, I remember what's wrong, but yeah. I remember so much of this game. I played this like 10 years ago. Why do I remember the whole thing? Well, not like the whole thing, but like a lot of what's relevant anyway. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Stuff as usual. Side for camera. Guard monitors the visitor's room. Hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. I always want to see if they add secrets sometimes. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. That seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Phew. Oh, and if you wanted me to get bail money ready, you can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Also, the guard doesn't even get Christmas time off, right? Problem is remembering when to point out the key contradiction, because if you point them out too early, you get penalized. Yeah! It's like, it can be such a frustrating game for that. It's like, I know what's wrong, but I don't know how to get there. just fine. It's part of the problem solving. But I feel like it would be much more interesting for me to play if I remember none of this. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. But now she looks so sad. Can we like go back to happier face? There we go. Well, I guess this is where I want to go, so I'll keep it for last. Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. For clients. I'm not gonna read them again because anything has changed. Me when I have a conversation with someone I know we've already had, but it's a fun topic anyway. Sure, it's quiet with nobody here with nobody around. Right, I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Heard they're playing a second branch outside the city. Early. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's the live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. Why is there no music? Oh, sorry, hit my mic. Oh, so alright, back to the story then. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is... Whoa, a raid. Hi Vap, thank you for the raid. How was your... Here's a shout out. sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. Place full of families picnicking on the truly raid. Yadi, sorry, you said something, I missed it. Oh, I just said hi, welcome to the stream, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? What were you doing? Usually I have closed caption, but like it expired or something, it broke, and I have to find a new one, and I didn't get a chance to yet. How was the brains porous thing? It was lovely, just painting a snake for my game. I gotta go eat, have a lovely evening. Yes, go eat something, rest well. Glad to hear that your stream went well. Can't wait to see that snake. Thanks for the raid again. I'm repeating myself, I'm just excited to see. Sorry. Let's confirm. Out of this place properly. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely fiancé. Famous Gourd Lake. Green waters stretch out on both sides. A pretty big lake, really. Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left both docks, right exit. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Hot dog stand is closed. Christmas fringe looks like a little half-baked. Banner reads Samurai Dog. Somebody needs to decorate. Lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit and eat on a day like this. Well, except maybe Maya if she had a samurai dog. Oh, I guess what confused me is that I assume it was left and right, but it's here I can go. They should give us maps more often. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today. Small boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. There are some boats floating at the dock. Murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. Yeah, I was wondering. That boat. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues. Like, if the map was... Like, I feel like I should be able to... But... Whatever. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, Paul. The trial today, Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. So you did save Mr. Edward, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, no? Thanks. These men just do not know how to say the word thank you. Thanks. Don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. Guess she wanted to get in outdoor spirit. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. There's food and some magazines on the feet. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this. The trees grow quite thick here. For the back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can reach them. Lotta's camera is staring out at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell the camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Van Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, Paul. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Alright, I wanted to ask you something about Edward. What's up? Be afraid of earthquakes. I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk much about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. Him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. Yeah, you wanna go? Goodbye, baby. Ugh. Stretch a bit. I'll take a little break. Now that I'm free. Okay, I'm back. That a new one of those things you add water. It smells disgusting. I really hope it tastes better than yuck. Anyway, again. Let's continue. I wanted to talk to you about my effect. What flavor was it meant to be? Lemon ginger, which, you know, it's not what it smells. It smells awful. Lemon ginger is supposed to be a good flavor, right? That doesn't sound bad. Sounded nice. Supposed to add ice to this? I don't have ice. I'm not adding ice to water bottle. Anyway. Wanted to talk to you about my FA. Huh? Oh, it's just a sec actually. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in the courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, Paul. I shed a tear or two. Aw. The Edgeworth was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Aw. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Why can I feel like I cannot pronounce this word right? Report. Report. There it is. Thank you. Wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Edgy! Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. I got there. I remember how to pronounce report. Oh, I don't know why I was saying it so weird. I'm so sorry. English second language moment. I guess I can't even say if I was trying to read it in French. Whatever. It's probably what it was. Where do I want to go? Is this really a public beach? Because there's like nowhere. Oh man, I don't want to drink. Awful. but it's supposed to be good for me. I was hoping that ginger lemon would be a good flavor. The other ones were even weirder. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Oh no. Like I was some kind of criminal, can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edward. Huh? Posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Sir Edward did that? I have to make it up to him. Got to win this case, Nick. What do you think we should do next? Okay, we have this conversation elsewhere. It looks like she's still being held. We're kind of lacking in the clues department. Could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as the bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. So much back and forth. They should have put her in front of the cage at least. Have you noticed anything lately? No, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. Really pretty comfortable here. Warm, and they keep it very clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. Probably still upset about me, I should leave her alone. Okay, let's get you out. Back. It's worth taking a chance sometimes. Feel. Fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Hey, misbehaving's much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edward refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Should it be the same? Well, what should we do? I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. Think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal? Different. Well, any thoughts you want to share? Nice and comfy in her enclosure. Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think. Poor Maya, she probably thought about Mia the whole time she was in there. I appreciate sacrifice. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edward. Hey y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Now I'm not complaining. Yeah, I did a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. But, so you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Yep. What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right, the first time you witness a murder. What about Gordy? Alright, well, the way I figured the trail's only stoking the flames of the Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos in Rocket to start them. Alright, you go, girl. Wish I could be an investigative photographer too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. The recon we might be able to do ourselves. A little exchange. Exchange? That is what's to make it up to us. Right. Propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey. See you thinking how unsophisticated these southern folks are. Written all over your face. I didn't say anything. I did not think that. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? But what'll it be? Gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Sure? Deal. Don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You're completely out of your rocker. I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? Do something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay? Right, see ya later. Okay? Okay, Nick, let's go hunting. Good hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? Searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Oh, thanks for the follow. Whoa, we were just here, what happened? Who got this whole samurai in here that fast? What's that? I just went to pick up Maya. Steel samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Mary, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like put this here, would be like, really? Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. That show's finished now, so she got him for free. Right. Okay. Sure. That steel samurai look a little out of place. So huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this steel samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? Looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? Two canisters like Cuddy and me don't fall for stuff. Kind of stuff. Steel samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Those flags look sadly out of place here. Tapping listlessly back and forth in cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know, it gives the place kind of a festival atmosphere. Reminds me of War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What in the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? We'll never know. Left to our imagination. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air. Honey, just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Hi. Oh my god, why were you at the door? Hi, baby. anything up here? Hold on. Check that out. Nothing at the front door, I've been scammed. Okay, let's try this. Please be better. Ugh. Could be worse. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? Wow. He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred school pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it though. Hey Larry, when did you get that big thing? Oh, old big guy. I've had that for about a month, yeah. Big hit with the kids. Why wasn't he there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. Wait. This is its hand. No, it's... The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog thing. That's what they used to put air in the Steel Samurai. Broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Is that it? Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Tiny, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Oh, you've read this one. Why don't you add world famous design? Hey, good idea. What have I done? No, not twice. Right, I'm supposed to figure out. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all. Probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. Get it. Hey y'all, well, y'all find anything out about Gorky? No, nothing. I'll keep moving. It's cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chill. I have to sneeze. Well, no you don't. No, what, sure. Oh no. That is... I told y'all no sneeze. Get the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. Hit trigger on one of Fun Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Why did you let the whole thing film? Hey there, lady. Dog. Sure is a character. Mine says no camping. Wait, what if the sign says no setting campfire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh, has to be. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Flying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Well, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, waited for the dirt on Gordy. Why do you expect me to have that dirt? Why is that my job? Lawyer. Your job. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. But after all, I only have one photo to my name so far. This is a good one. Bet. UFO. UFO. Anyway, can get a carry making photos this time around. That's it, I'll quit and go back to school. Aw, so you really are a university student. Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Why is it different? Why is it not checked? That was the same thing. Have an hour and a half left. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. You think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was gorgeous. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth is out. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I am a mere seller of hot dogs. Don't understand what I'm saying. Hi, Rubber Lotus. I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy and it turns out like this enlargement? You're crazy. Blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. Need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. Can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do you think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Are we still on the first game? Yes! And I've been told that I can't really finish it today, so we'll get as far as we can. And next stream is going to be Halloween, so it's going to be Ghost Trick. And then we'll come back to finish this, I guess. Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go into something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. You mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How's the investigation proceed? It's not really. Have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the loan declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. You're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Gotta admit, doesn't look good, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, you know Gordy? The monster down in Gore Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Got time to go wild monster hunting? How about a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. Tell Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Loda. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. Easy, Paul. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid in your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You take whichever one you like. What are we talking about? Okay, give us the goods. Hold on, now everything is in. First, let me show him to you. These are our best and brightest. Secret weapon number 1, missile. Missile? Oh, he's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile, your boy, is this the same missile as Ghost Trick? Doggy, woof. He is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. I don't remember this. This will help us how? Weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? We know till you try, Paul. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. Can't make up my mind either for the totally opposite. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of these. I don't know. Borrow a metal detector. Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're fighting for a monster. Anything is possible. This is suddenly Scooby-Doo. Okay. What's up, baby? Come here. There. Good. If I just move, then it'd like be an automatic thing. Hey Loda, look at this, it's a metal detector. I know what it is. Not sure that's going to pick up Gordy though. Unless he's been eating people's watches or spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Sorry, Nick. Whoa, 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 that scared the shit out of me. Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector's found something. There is loud enough about it. Whatever it is must be in with those bushes. But check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look. Huh. An air tank. Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? Second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. Looks like a string of flags. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retreat. Ugh, this thing is disgusting. You two can torture me to take a sip of my awful drink by rehydrate. Okay. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this thing. Say, this air tank yours? Why would I have anything like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai here. What did you do, Larry? Must be a coincidence. There are string of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. and used cars dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? The big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? It's like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well. I just suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever, it's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. Again. Blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into the gore lake? Oh my god, I so called it. He sure scared me out of my core, that's for sure. Are we really just gonna leave it at that? Okay. So the thing in Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, that happened on the 20th or so. 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the thing went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in the boat looking for it. I mean, Gianse gave me that Steel Samurai after all. When did you find it? Just the night before last. Flew way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last, the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. Solved one mystery at least. Mystery? We should go tell her. Wait, but like, I kinda wanna... What can the dog and the... Oh yes, baby. I'm pitying you, don't be mad. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Oh, that's right. Come back later. Oh no. Did I pick the right one from the start, so I'm missing some Easter eggs now? Oh well. Hey, maybe. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all, for real? Gordy really exists? Wait. I need proof. You got a photo? I have proof. Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already, let's see your proof. Take that! Larry's air tank. What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Um, what exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. Air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when a bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fled into the lake. At the same time, Popo was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a girl's dream. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have. Promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard a cop around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. He said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking now. Hold on. Anything else? Same sad music as when Maya get arrested for murder. Yeah. Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Shows an empty lake. Yeah. Bye now, y'all. Take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. All Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. Legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. Something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. So when you had the option of suggesting Larry was the murderer. Surely that kid's points. But I guess he was there. Hey Nick, this is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Uh... Uh... Am I missing something? Oh. There you are. Bird. Number 26, caretaker shack. Leg, that you? Nick. Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg. Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Make your old man proud. Kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, Squawk. Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch. Love you, Polly. You're iconic. Pete, yes? Leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, Squawk. Yup. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Hopefully. Wow, there's a lot of various fish in Gore Lake, aren't there? Thanks, funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Are you gonna steal this man's money? Wow, he has a television here too. Fishing pole looks expensive. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. Dang, Nick. Running a pasta shop here. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. Yeah, that's good. That's the whole thing. Down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what about murders? Talk about murders? You're a party pooper, Nick. I bet I know a little kid who would do that. Hi, Polly. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me. But you forgot, Meg. You gotta call her name first. Name? Come sit under the great American kotatsu. Let's have hamburgers under the kotatsu together. Polly, how you been? Hello, hello, Squawk. See? Pete, the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to court record. The erstwhile companion of the boat shopkeeper. There's the name Polly. But all she can say is hello. Ha ha ha, old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. Secret words? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly. Hey, cute. Maya's found a new friend. A pasta shop? Yup, to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started, you know. That makes you two the third generation. Meg, yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? Be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg? Yes? No, the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? I don't know about that. Right. Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade? Coleman must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Hi, and hey gamers, my throat is so sore. If I'm getting sick the day before my cousin's wedding, I'm gonna do something heinous. What is up with weddings? Like, is this the same wedding? Cause like, Dels was also at a wedding thing today. So now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo dude, we wanna ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days aren't if I understand them. Pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? Got to find some way of getting information out of him. Unrelating weddings, but a funny coincidence. I guess people decided it's a good weekend for weddings. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Alright. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? Hey, see, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist scheme. Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Or rainbow lily? I figured out the last color we should use, indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Oh. Guess we're done here. Okay, wait, sorry, I need to say it now because I didn't last time. It has always been a pet peeve when they're like, Oh, the photo quality doesn't show it now, but we can enhance it to show more detail. That is not how that works. Okay, it's so true. But in this case, she did have like the actual camera that took the picture and like the negative. So I think she was talking about redeveloping a new picture from the negative that's bigger. Which I don't know. I think that could work. Like it's not just zooming in like most of the time what they do with that. Looks like Edgeworth is questioning. Brock, remove the fog from the photo. No! Let's come back later. Yes, so. What am I supposed to be doing? Sorry for all the stumbling around you're watching me do. Like, I do figure it out at least, but sometimes I feel like I'm just circling around. Yeah, I'm not done in here. Maybe I'll just show him everything. That's a lawyer's. Whoa, okay, I did not expect him to react to that. Is that a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. Just clicking things until something happens. The try and true method. Yeah, and apparently now the first thing I do with that just. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yup. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? This case is over and done. Run the wet noodle. Sure. Okay, we promise. Hey, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Yeah, we're promising on behalf of Keith. You don't have to actually be responsible for this. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? Hey, you bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, bully. Hello. Quack. There. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Something else gonna happen. You want me needing that badge to run a pasta shop? Toss it. I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind. Okay, never mind. Nothing important happened. He fell asleep. Yup, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup. The other night, out on the lake. Yes, yes. Know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us that what you saw. Well, I suppose. Oh man, the prosecutor is gonna have a time with this guy. Since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang. So a while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. Need to know earlier than that. Oh, what? Eh? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Hey, yeah, that kid next door you always used to cry, remember? Was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. Must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Oh yeah? Maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Quack. Don't forget DL6, quack. Huh? Did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6, quack. What? DL6 is... Hey, mister, I mean dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? Hey, I wasn't done showing him random shit. Back. Have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? Don't forget. Lock the door from the other side. Damn it. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6. Now I wish I had showed him that picture. Well, maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. No. I'll never get to know what the dog does, because I got the right thing. Hey pal, long time no see. That old man is really Misty Faye. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Court Lake? Oh yeah. Don't spoil it. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an old bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be aware of his surroundings. Why should he witness? That's why we called Mr. Lottahart yesterday. As for who he is, I have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6. That was when Edgeworth's father died. Can't help but think it has something to do with this character. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DLC. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, Paul. But, however, they convinced me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case. Well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Barrett? The old man at the boat rental shop's Barrett. Barrett knew about that incident. Incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Quack. Don't forget DL6. Quack. Pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6? Wait, what if... What if that old man was connected to you? Think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. So, there is the station's records room. I give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. Imagine this is what the prosecutors get access to just by default. Guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Wow, it's amazing. Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. Why 10 years? 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9. We're almost through with 4th grade when we suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6. I'll go get the right file. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports. Reports. Why do I struggle with this word? Dumb. Whoa, these are all case reports. That's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is here too. Quietly gathering dust. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Dick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are who knows what. Most of it just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that, it's evidence. Looks like there are files inside that glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what it does. Nick, it's locked. Must keep important case files there. First I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. It would be scary like that in the dark. Was a lack of oxygen in the elevator. The survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. It was Mr. Edward's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edward was one of the other passengers in that elevator. You have data on the victim, Edward's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim here. Found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he would be 50. Oh man, he died young. That's rough, buddy. I cannot imagine having a 9-year-old kid. That's just not for me. He had lost that day's case in court. Got in the elevator with his son Miles. Ages in media get so skewed that I forget that 35 is young. Yeah, 35 with a 9-year-old. Like, he got that kid at 26. Is like the age of most of, like, the average age in the channel, really. Oh god, my brother is 34 and his oldest is 8. Okay, I guess it's more normal than we thought. Careful, Tails. Your brother, an attorney, and his... Don't let him go into an elevator with his kid. Doesn't help that my parents were teen parents. For reference, my parents were both older than 30 when they got me. But I'm not like the first one. My mom had other kids, but I don't know. Still. I guess it's a normal age to be a father, but like, it's around my age and I do not feel like I would have kids. There's that too. Miles at work, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. Murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? It would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. Man arrested as suspect in DL6 was Yani Yogi. What pun is this? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent. I don't actually know the pun, it just makes me think of Yogi Bear. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Heyman, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. Damn. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? Oh, is he the old man? He's the crazy old man, isn't he? He may be closer than we think. Oh my god, he is. He has brain damage, that's why he... Oh my god. Super tragic. Guess I know generally what happened in the... I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. The cat is sleeping on my brand new coat, girl. Brand new coat? You mean brand new cat bed? Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much, we'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how that will do testifying in court. Should I stop here or keep going for the last 30 minutes? Yani Yogi, names beginning with Y, came up with a whole new identity for himself and other people around him. He's a reference to Yokoka. Holy shit, Yokoka from Yokoka's Quiz reference. I think I'll keep going, because I think there's more than one stream left worth of content in. The earlier cases are so much shorter than, like, the deeper you go, the longer they get. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Wait, yeah, this is a 3-day case. How did I actually forget that? Yeah, all of them are. Like, the early ones, I think. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... This is the one that feels 3 days. Oh, I see. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before... Man, you look stressed. Maybe it's time you retire. For 40 years record. Good. Retire, right now. Before... destroy your case. In fact, you should have retired just before you took this one out. Right, of course. Prediction. This trial will end 3 minutes from now. Doubt. Order, order. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Blah. Must you question everything? He is in a mood today. We'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. Call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. That mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gore Lake. I also rent boats. Your name? The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Hey, isn't it the prosecutor's job to ask the name? Please testify. Wait a second. I haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. In the fan Ace Attorney musical, there's an entire song where this guy sings about noodles, just thought you should know. Amazing. Because I did not ask you, Mr. Wright. Bah. I've predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. What is this guy's damage? Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yup. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes. How? Okay, if you can't even remember your own name, how are you fit to stand in a court as a witness? Like, if your memory is this unstable, something doesn't feel right here. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Prosecution in this game will just whatever. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. But then the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks by my window. Does Coca's Quest need some fan song? It sure does. That would be awesome. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question at my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes? You're right? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Hey, it's a big evil lawyer guy. Yeah. At least one by Yukoka about how she's lived her entire life and details for us as a cat. I would love to hear that. Oh my god. Excuse me, Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. You look like you had like a heart attack or something. Maybe you should retire. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. May cross-examine the witness. Oh boy. It was the night of the 24th. Oh yeah. I wonder if some of these options like do not cross-examine are just instant game overs. And do you know? He really shows up in our first game. I thought he was something from one of the sequels. Yeah, no, he's the final boss. Are we really going to Edgeworth's entire backstory here? I think we are actually. You may be thinking of the name Von Karma of like Edgeworth's sister-in-law with the whip. And she is from the second game, if I remember correctly. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. No, that's the same one karma, she just transitioned. There's gotta be one, considering that there's one in one of the games where you can say the defendant is guilty and results of game over. Ouch! Damn, transitioning gave her an amazing de-aging skincare routine. So jealous. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did, yep. Steve, continue. I was in the restaurant where Red Bull. Yeah, I forgot what I'm. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for court of law. Never mind that we're actually going to cross-examine the bird. Right? Exactly what's not good enough. Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, kitty boy. Your Honor, the prosecution is blatantly leading the witness. Can you not hold him in contempt of court, right? Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was at the shop. Witness, please continue. And where did the bank seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. I figured there was two men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time that is. At the time? So you heard two gunshots total? Yep. That's what Laura said in her testimony yesterday. By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. Do you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me, I saw him. That is a rather important detail, please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. The moment, the one, when people who have seen only a second of AA know about the parrot witness, yes. Everything people outside of AA fan knows about AA comes from this case outside of the autopsy report of unnecessary feelings. Yeah, it's all from this game. It's when you think about it, it's everything about Edgeworth. Edgeworth's entire arc. This game could not finish with any case other than Edgeworth. Because it starts with him, kind of like he's the one you fight the whole time. Of course it's gonna end with. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? What's him? Was that Edgeworth boy? Sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. One karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. I mean, listen, I can't believe he's dead. Doesn't sound like something a murderer who just killed someone would say, right? Disc. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Better act quick or this trial is going to be over.
Objection!
Your Honor, proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. The right. Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. I can't believe that shooting this guy killed him. The judge has lost a thought. What should I do?
Objection!
Your Honor. Witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. You were telling a lie. Alright? In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. You say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Ugh. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? Be honest? I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Hear me, sis. Please. Why would he wipe the prints and then put his prints from his other end on the gun? Think, Van Karma, think. He doesn't have to think, he just has to make us stop thinking. Van Karma, there's actually a less bullshit explanation for how Edgeworth could be guilty. We saw him firing from the gun left hand in the photo, but we heard 2 gunshots. The other shot was from his right hand. It was 3 gunshots. We need your help. Nick needs you. Come on, I don't need the pep talk. I can do this on my own. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Actually, it wasn't a gunshot that killed him. It was a fence post and the gun was shot after at the same spot. This must be a new record. Are you senile? You're on day 2. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Oh, is it time? Is it time for us to say, examine the bird? Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely clear. I see no doubt, no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Wait, did I lose? Did I fuck up? The accused was surrendered to the court immediately. He held pending a trial at a higher court within a month from... That is all. This court is adjourned. Did I fuck up? Did I lose? Okay. This would have been good though. I would have loved that. Like just to have to start over and not mention some things. That would be... Anyway, what's going on? Larry! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remember what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Larry comes in. Order. What is the meaning of this? Verdict has been decided. I'll call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. Do you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something that was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Iggy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. The judge really be like, okay, let's hear it out. Yeah. One rare judge W. Rare judge win. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Something unprecedented happens with each of our cases. Not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick. This is it. Larry has given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Sure, go on, testify. You really said whatever. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In our court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? He grew a conscience on the last case of the game. I think there's a bonus case. On the fourth case of the game, finally, he remembered what his job is. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Somebody told him what to do. That doesn't happen. Court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Okay, during their 5 minutes break, I'm gonna down this drink and get something better to drink because it is disgusting and I would like to have something good. Okay, no more crap, ginger lemon. Ew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Edgeworth's most stressful 3 days of his life. I should sleep. Oh, sleep well if you go. One car am I coping and seating right now? Honestly, if I was him, I would be mad too. Like, this doesn't usually happen. And, the judge has been like a wet noodle this entire time. What do you mean? Through the spine randomly. I've seen worse. Okay, no, I forgot, never mind. The worst 3 days of his life were the original DLC birth dates. Probably. Yeah, right, Edward. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. Then he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. You found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. The judge has been a wet noodle this whole time, but felt called out when the witness talked about his past that shoved the wet noodle. Yeah. Hey, Edward. Huh? You say something right? Why do you look so pissed off? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Mr. Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor in the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Mr. Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Are you, you know... Right? Yeah. Might be our chance. Our chance? One Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. Why would you have to ask that? We know the answer. So true. What are you getting at? Likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trials this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes 15. Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. We're just gonna have to wing this next bit, it's fine. It's not like we've been winging our game. We have. Winging it usually leads to good things somehow. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Harry, don't mess this one up. Hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. This game is nothing but last chances. That's hope. But Karma didn't even have time to prep. I just hope Edward is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Phoenixes have wings. Oh, he's called Phoenix, right? Because he keeps coming back. Yeah, actual Phoenix rises once again. That was an unusual fake testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong that I don't know where to begin. Ah. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something. Yeah. The but what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over with. Larry is the funniest witness ever, for real, with how everyone is so confused on what he's gonna say. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. Figure I was also shake for about an hour. I guess it was around midnight. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Where did the sun come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, I was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? That was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on a quotation. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. But your sister cannot keep holding my hand my entire career. It's fine. That doesn't contradict, so I'm gonna lose points. Yeah. Yeah, no worry, it can be helpful even without your ghost system. Oh, yeah. You saved our ass yesterday. Maybe it's this? No. Okay. Larry, you're losing me points here. Okay, I found it. Something I respect that you do that I don't is not saving every time you present evidence and reloading the save if it's wrong. No, okay, we bail. You can tell I've been raised on Majora's Mask, right? Start over from the save point. I messed it up. I got close at one time, but so far it's been okay. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. The Mrs. Lottehart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. The old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. You got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Your butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? He's like, please, please. This is important, Larry. Come on. Oh, time of this legendary case. Hi, Daniel. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Oh my god. You're a customer in the sense that you're a regular here, I guess. Order, and stop that booing. But you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to radio. What's the big deal? Brother, why did you not say that before? Sir Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yeah. Honor? Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Only being alone Christmas Eve, that's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. Was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. The time? We're listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? All get a man listen to his radio in peace. Isn't this a free country? Really believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. No. It's the most iconic line every year. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. The DJ. Announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he hears the sound, no music was playing. DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. He likes to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. He's about to save your ass, like you owe him a good meal after this. I'm gonna skip right to what we want. What did she say? Oh, the DJ changed gender. Good. Congrats. Mr. Wright, please ease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to him? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. No, say it, say the line. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. Should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. The boss, please testify to the court. We all know what we want. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Usually she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot."
Hold it!
Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. It did. Shut up. It did. The most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. Not to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. I know what I want, I just gotta figure out which one.
Objection!
There it is. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Nothing the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You hear what the witness just said. There it is. Coming. The Chief said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Look at this face. Eat and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. There it is. There's the line. But I don't have like confetti effects because it's the time. Let's go. You realize what this means. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. Be a case, yes? But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Mrs. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
There it is. Yes, perfect. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I'm so used to Christmas being the 24th. Actually, the 24th is Christmas Eve, but a lot of people celebrate Christmas on the 24th. That's the line. There it is. There's the line. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? Two prior witnesses heard gunshot after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. Current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mrs. Butts' claim he heard the gunshots before midnight? Right. Larry is not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard a gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Take that!
This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Not only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order. Yes, that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah, you waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. Do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. All coming together. Well, Mr. Wright? No turning back now. I have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight. I swear. You have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. It was taken by our witness yesterday, Mrs. Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Timestamp on the photos read December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Yeah? But there is nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? The honor. The photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was said to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! So when Noodle Guy says something it can be proven, it's fine, but when it's Larry... Correct. It was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, it was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, it leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. You can say 12:15. Keep it consistent. Why? I ask you why. Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. Murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. Got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten the guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Punch equals signature bluffing. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? This it. Actually, no, it's not the same, because, like, signature bluffing is when he doesn't have a hunch. He's just making shit up to buy time. Now he has an actual hunch. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Why does he shake his head like this? Wrong one, Karma. The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. That's my secret, I'm always bluffing. Listen, rookie. Phoenix is like the embodiment of like, oh, I'm just messing around, unless it sounds serious, then I'm serious. Like, unless it works and has a point, then it's serious. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. He's like, gonna grinding his teeth, you just know it. It was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. We haven't even gone into the reason why they were. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been sooner. Well, guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? You have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0. Oh my god, they say a different like format every single time. Midnight 15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boats are. But in the murderer? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Right? Tell us the name of the murderer then. Murderer's name? Right. It's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. I don't know about that. 1150, he was the one who killed Robert Ham. Actually, don't even remember the murder. The murderer's name is not my business to figure out. At 1150, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker of the boat shop. I mean, at this point, we are bluffing for time. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I know this?
Take that!
Here, of course, the board shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Call Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. Finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. The right? What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. I love whenever like both in this and Detective Conan they made like theories about who the murderer is, and it's just like shots of like this person looking evil, and sometimes it's so obvious like the author just wanted to draw that person looking evil whether or not they actually are the murderer. And it's just like, yeah, I just have fun. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. The artist is valid for that. Oh yes, absolutely. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He's clearly bullshitting, because I think Edgeworth would have noticed if like the guy was like white beard stuff, white hair. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. So this, Mr. Wright, the moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Mrs. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next. Murder waits a bit and fires again. Then... Murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking for it from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. Murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. When Karma is like, are you for real, for real? Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received the letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas. Said he had something very important to discuss with me. Okay, if somebody told me to show up at midnight on Christmas Eve, I would be like, is this like the night between the 23rd and 24th or the 24th and 25th? And I feel like I would like really stress about it and show up on both dates. One Karma, son of a bitch. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. Cannot allow him to get away. Hi, plan. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. How to make yourself incredibly sus. Run away. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. I understood. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. It's crazy that he like grew a spine at the very last, like this late into the game. Yeah, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. You tell me. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. The judge only pulls through when he feels like it. This is so true. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. Word? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Okay. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I don't know how to confess my feelings for you, right? This is so what it sounded like. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. Let's see if there's anybody we can rate. I don't know anybody, so I think I'm just gonna call it a day. So thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, everybody. Oh, and next stream gonna be Halloween, so I'm gonna be playing Ghost Trick instead of finishing this, and then afterwards, I don't know. We can decide the order of things. Probably we go finish this and then Ghost Trick